Well, hello everybody. You should be able to look around here and tell where I'm at. If you're any familiar with the area at all, I'm at Tallulah Falls. Just out today, doing a little riding around and exploring as we're fixing to go underneath the Tallulah Falls Bridge. You can see there's the top of the dam, but up here at Tallulah Gorge State Park, just piddling around today. It's supposed to be extremely hot today, one of the hottest days, if not the hottest day of the year. So, not wanting to do anything too long today or hard, just on account of the heat. Plus, we're supposed to have some storms come in this afternoon. It might be pretty bad, so don't want anything to do with that either. So, just gonna walk around here for a little bit. I hadn't been here in years and years. It's been a long time since I've been here, so I thought I'd ride up here. It's close. Just do a short walk around here and try not to get too hot. Get some good views down in the gorge, maybe. Well, here we are at an overlook here off the trail, overlooking the dam up here and the bridge. As you can see way down there in the gorge. Just one of the many lookouts here, looking into the gorge and about. But we're going to continue on down the trail here and see what else we can see. Lots and lots of people come to this state park. It's usually pretty well crowded, so especially on the weekends. It's been so long since I've been here, but first time I've seen this anywhere. They've actually got padded trails, cushiony on your feet. But here's another look off to look down in the gorge. Way down there. Make your stomach get a little queasy looking off in there. You see there's one of the waterfalls going off over the cliff. We should be able to get over there on another look off and see that a little bit better. Because there's one right over there. As you can see, there's some people on it. We're going to make our way right on around the trail here. On this nice cushiony stuff they've got to walk on. And here we are at yet another overlook, looking down on the waterfall and the Tallulah River rolling on toward Lake Tallulah. Now here we have the remnants of the tower that supported Carl Walenda's tightrope walk. This is what supported this end of the cable that he walked across the gorge on. He used to stand upright on those 4 concrete pillars there, but the tightrope was attached to that and crossed the gorge to the other side. And back in 1972, Walenda walked across that tightrope and actually did 2 headstands on it when it got midways out over the gorge. It was quite a feat and brought thousands of people to Tallulah Falls to witness it back in 1972. But that's all that remains of that spectacle, is this old tower that's now laying on its back over here in the woods. Just a piece of the famous history of Tallulah Falls. Well, we've made it to Inspiration Point, and this is probably the last stop I'm going to make before I turn around and head back to the car. Because I tell you, it is H-O-T hot out here. I walked a little over a mile total, and it's just miserable. But I'm gonna make my way down here, try to get one more view. Get over these rocks. This is supposedly the best southern view into the gorge, with Oceana Falls below. 900 feet deep right here, so way up there. But you can look over there and see the falls. Zoom in a little bit. That's looking up the gorge floor, and you can see the bridge way up there that you can cross over the gorge. And then some of the rock faces. And like the sign says, that is 900 feet below us down there, so it's way down there. It'll make your stomach turn just a little bit when you look down there. Because if you're like me, I'm a little bit afraid of heights anyway, especially if it's that high. So we'll walk over here and look at this other little outlook. Get another view. But this is Inspiration Point. Are y'all feeling inspired? I'm feeling inspired to turn around and make my way back to the air-conditioned car, because like I said, it is hot out here. I'm sweating something profusely. So I'm gonna make my way back up through here to the trail and head back in the direction toward where I am parked. Well, I'm heading back, and I didn't film as much as what I'd like to. This state park is just so crowded with people. It's such a popular destination that it's hard to do a whole lot of filming. Seems like every time you get started, you'll have a big horde of people come walking. And I want to be respectful. Some people don't want to be on camera or anything, so I don't film. I try not to. Sometimes it's impossible not to get somebody in the shot just because of the amount of people. But just remember, if you come to Tallulah Gorge State Park, it is usually very, very crowded. And if you want to do the trail that actually goes down all the steps and into the bottom of the gorge, which is extremely strenuous, you are required to get a permit. The permit is free, but they only issue 100 per day. And as popular as this place is, they probably go through 100 permits in no time. So if you'd like to hike that one, you need to get here very early in the morning. But there's no way I would attempt that on a day like today. I mean, you got all those steps. I forget how many, but it's way up over 1,000 steps. I think it's closer to 2,000 steps, if I'm not mistaken. So a day like this, that would be extremely tough in this heat. Have to take plenty of water and so forth, or you'd probably be having a heat stroke down there. But just remember that this park is very, very, very popular due to the gorge, because the gorge is just amazing. If you've never been here, I recommend visiting, because it is beautiful and it is amazing. But it's often crowded, so just keep that in mind. Now here's another overlook that I didn't film here on the way in. This is actually the first overlook you'll come to if you're coming in from the beach access side, on the side where Tallulah Adventures is at. But I didn't film here on the way in because there was a ton of people standing here, and you couldn't even get up here to look off. Of course, you don't have much of a look off except for that rock face right over there, but you do have some nice benches to sit on here in the shade. One thing to keep in mind about these trails at Tallulah Gorge State Park, they are not very shady. A lot of the trails you're exposed to the beaten down sun, so these are not really hot weather friendly trails here. Most of the trees you have are pines along the trail, so they don't provide a whole lot of shade like oak trees do. This section right through here is actually one of the most shady sections on any of this I've done today. Most of it you were exposed. All the overlooks are out in the dead sun, so keep that in mind. Lots of heat on these trails, and they put mulch, wood chips down on the trail to walk on, and you actually have a good bit of built up heat that comes off that mulch and throws that heat back up on you as you're hiking around through there. So these trails here are pretty steamy in the summertime, so just keep that in mind. Make sure we bring plenty of water with you to keep hydrated, because it's hot. And we're approaching 441 bridge again that goes over the gorge. Like I said, I parked over on the Tallulah Adventures side of Highway 441, be the left-hand side as you're coming northbound. Parked there at the beach parking area, because the trail comes right out there, and you can get on it right there and then walk back to the main park building and everything. Coming in this way doesn't seem to be as crowded with as many people and everything, so yeah, we're going back under the bridge, headed back to the car, and some good air conditioning. Another look at the Tallulah Falls Dam there. Tallulah Falls Lake behind it. Well, we're approaching the parking area, so the hike from Tallulah Falls Lake Beach to Inspiration Point and back is over with. Right now I'm sitting on about 2.32 miles total, so a little over a mile there and a mile back. But a pretty amazing scenery on that hike, looking down into the gorge and all. But man, was it hot, which it's going to be hot today anywhere you go, but that trail's probably a little bit hotter due to the fact of the few trees and all along the trail. So anyway, I hope all y'all are having a good Saturday, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.